It's a good thing I can go home and sleep an extra 2 hours tonight. No, it's just been a long few weeks. Wow, that's good. All right, let me know when you're ready to go. Okay, John, here comes sound check number one. It's Preston girls against Star Valley. Check, check, mic check. from Preston Gym, number 1. Okay. All right.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter It's time for more great local high school sports action. We'll join the My Local Radio Sports Network coming up in 20 seconds from Mark. Everything is set. We're ready for another great sports broadcast on the My Local Radio Sports Network. Coming up in 10 seconds from Mark. Enjoy what should be another great broadcast coming up in 5 seconds from Mark. The following is a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting. It's time for Preston Indian Sports. This game is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com. This is the Polar Bear pregame show. Coming up, we'll have details on the upcoming game. We'll visit with the coach, and we'll look at the other games going on around the area. It's all on the Polar Bear pregame show. The Polar Bear is back and better than ever. Grab some for lunch today or stop by after the game. Polar Bear Burgers and Shakes on State Street at the south end of the city of Preston. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome inside Preston Gym as tonight the Lady Indians open their last 3 games of the regular season, as they'll take on the Star Valley Lady Braves here tonight. About 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter as Preston just hit a big three-pointer to tie the game, so we'll see if we're going to be heading into overtime here or not. We may have an extra long pregame show for you here this evening. We'll see what happens as we go along here. For the Indians, they come in with a 7-10 mark. They're 1-2 in conference play. Star Valley is 4-7. They're 1-0 in conference play, but they have a couple of big wins under their belt in their last couple of games in which they played. They beat Jackson and Soda Springs in their last 2 games and scored over 70 points in each game to do it. So this is a team that can put the ball in the hoop, and Preston will have to be on their best guard and on their best shot tonight as well, as they're coming off of a loss against Pocatello the other night, a loss that for Pocatello clinched the regular season conference championship. So they'll host the district tournament coming up when it gets started next week. Speaking of the district tournament, we have all the information, opponents, game times, and days. We'll share that with you coming up in just a little bit as well. Plus, we'll have the news and notes about tonight's game. We'll get to all that on the way here on the Polar Bear pregame show. It's coming up here on the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball right here on mylocalradio.com and on KACH and the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
If you haven't been to Woodward's Country Store lately, you are missing out. As proud supporters of Westside and Preston High School athletics, we're here to fuel your day and support our wonderful community. Fill up your tank, grab a delicious sandwich, and get everything you need for life's little adventures. Woodward's Country Store, where convenience meets quality and community spirit.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston proud, Idaho strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston. And welcome back here to Preston Gym as it's time for our news and notes segment. We'll start with the present as you're looking at the scoreboard as Star Valley is going to win this one. They got a layup, John, with about 2.5 seconds left in the game. And that proves to be the difference in the contest.
Yeah, that looked pretty even. Both of these JV teams looked pretty even. No one outstanding really as far as the game went on, but they both played hard. Good defense on both teams.
All right, let's talk about this game upcoming as our news and notes segment brought to you by North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. They're on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. They come in 3 games under 500, 7-10, but more importantly, they know what their future is. They have a 3-game homestand. They know who they're going to play in the first round of the district tournament and where and when that will be. But let's start with these next couple of games here first. This game against Star Valley. This is not a pushover team.
No, Star Valley comes in. They had a great game against, I believe it was Soda Springs. They scored 72 points in that game. So we know they can score, but our defense is going to have to really step it up.
Yeah, and the game before that against Jackson, they scored 71. So they've scored 70-plus points in back-to-back games. They can put the ball in the hole.
Yeah, that's true. And, that's been the key all year for especially Achilles heel for Preston. We have a lot of shots underneath and around the basket, but we're just not getting the ball to drop.
So for the Indians tonight, the big challenge is going to be to control the ball and get shots inside. Don't just cast things up from way outside.
Right. We're going to have to be selective, but as I've noticed throughout the year, we force it inside sometimes too much without taking an outside shot, but then sometimes they'll have 2 people on them and shoot clear from outside instead of it's got to leave somebody open underneath. So yeah, selective shooting and good passing will help their game tonight.
Preston's coming off a 30-point loss the other night to Pocatello. They lost 52-22. Difficult game because Pocatello is so good.
Yeah. I won't take anything from Pocatello on that game because their front line did the job. I mean, their 3 top shooters and players are just phenomenal, and they're all underclassmen.
All right, so Preston has this game against Star Valley tonight. They're back here at Preston Gym back on Thursday as they'll host Burley, and then come right back on Friday night with a game against Filer. Those other 2 games go back to the regular start time of 7:30. They beat Burley earlier in the year, but they lost twice already to Filer this year.
Yeah, Filer's got a good team. They're doing really well in their conference and in this year. So yeah, that's going to be a game that again, just like tonight's game, may not mean a lot. It's not a conference game,
right?
But it's a game that they need to learn how to cooperate together and play as a team.
So we mentioned the district tournament. We know that Preston will go in as the number 2 seed. We know that they'll be hosting the first game, and they know that they'll be playing Century in that first game. A team that they didn't get to play the second time because Century didn't want to make up the game that was postponed. They didn't figure it would really change anything, so they decided not to make it up. But they know that it's going to be on January 30th, which will be next Tuesday night of next week. 7 p.m. start time here at Preston Gym for Game 1 of the tournament.
And then when we get into the tournament, it's been proven, even in the boys, you get into tournament play, the girls seem to have a little bit more what's the word I want to look for? Enthusiasm into the game, because they know that it's a do or die situation almost.
They win that game, then they'll go play at Pocatello on February 1st, and then anything could happen after that.
That's true. But I've been sitting here thinking about all year, Dan, especially with the girls. They play the game because anything can happen, and even Pocatello can have an off night. I thought we had a very off night in Pocatello. Even though they were real good and outmatched that night, we did not have a good night.
Now, these two teams haven't met a whole lot. They've only met 3 times over the last few years. They met last year up in Afton, a game that went to overtime that the Lady Braves came back and scored about the last 10 points in the fourth quarter, forced overtime, and then outscored Preston in the overtime session to win 37-30. The last game that Preston, in fact, the only game that Preston has won against the Lady Braves in this short series that it has been was a couple of years ago. They beat them here at Preston Gym by a final score of 45-15. Well, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll get to our pregame chat with Coach Kuntz and the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial here in Preston. Set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Remember, they now have an office in Pocatello as well. We'll come back. We'll talk to the coach. This is the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wheels, we're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South 1st East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security. And welcome back here to the Polar Bear pregame show. The Polar Bear's back and better than ever. Find out for yourself. They're on the south end of the city of Preston on Highway 91. Time to step into the Coach's Corner, as Coach's Corner brought to you by Evergreen Financial Partners, as we'll talk to Coach Kuntz here for a minute. As get ready, it's the final stretch. It's a 3-game homestand to finish out the regular season.
Yeah, this is a big week for us. We're really excited to play and kind of refocus since our last game. So, yeah, it's a good week for us.
And it all kicks off here tonight with the rescheduled game against Star Valley.
Yeah, so Star Valley, they were supposed to come last week, but we got snowed in. They actually, the game I watched against Soda, they actually went into overtime and beat Soda. So we have been excited to play Star Valley, and we're disappointed, but so we're really grateful it got rescheduled.
Knowing they beat Star Valley, or beat Soda, I should say, that makes for a heck of a matchup here tonight.
Yeah, it just makes me so excited because this last practices we've had just so much energy, especially last night's practice, and our defense looked really good. So I just expect the girls to bring that to the court tonight, all that energy and the just solid defense all the way around.
I know that playing at home is always a good thing and a big deal for these girls to play in front of family and friends. With a win tonight, you can get back to 500 on your home court.
Oh yeah, so we do. We have some great fans here, and fans that have followed us kind of all around. I just saw a few people up in Pocatello that my girls, we just really appreciate the support and everything that our fans give us. So yeah, it's exciting to be able to get a win at home.
I know you don't want to look too far ahead, but the district tournament's coming up next week. Yesterday they sent out the pairings and the dates and stuff for the opening of the tournament, and you know where you're at, you know where your seat is, you know who you're going to play. Mm-hmm. It makes it more of a anticipation, more of a warm up now to get ready for the tournament. We were kind of preparing for Century last week, and then that one got canceled as well. So yeah, we've been waiting. We just are just hungry to play them. So we are excited to play Century. For me, we just take one practice at a time and focus on that next game and just readjust a few things here and there. But overall, we are really looking towards keeping our energy level and holding our team to higher standards and doing those things that win basketball games. Important bounce back game tonight.
It is. It's really important to keep us back on track and just give our confidence a little boost to know how we really can play.
Best of luck. Good luck against the Lady Braves.
Perfect. Thank you.
That's Coach Kuntz with us here in the Coach's Corner. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at other games scheduled for tonight. We'll do that as we continue right after this timeout.
Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
Looking for unique ideas to promote your business? How about something for that special gift, celebration, team sport, vacation, or family outing? DeMarie's Vinyl Designs can design and produce items for any occasion, male or female, with the highest quality merchandise and procedures that will not fade, peel, or wear out. Check out her store on Etsy at etsy.com/shop/DeMarie's Vinyl Designs.
Magnolia Road is here to bring you the latest trends in women's fashion. We believe fashion should not only be stylish, but also comfortable and inclusive for every body type in sizes small to 3X. We strongly believe in giving back to our community, and by supporting Magnolia Road, you are not only embracing fashion, but also supporting the Preston and Westside sports programs. Our team is here to help you find that perfect outfit that suits your style and makes you feel confident. Visit Magnolia Road at our new location, 12 North State Street in Preston, Idaho.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And welcome back to the Polar Bear pregame show. The Polar Bear is back and better than ever. Swing in and find out for yourself. You'll find them on Highway 91 at the south end of the city of Preston. Got a handful of games going on elsewhere around the state tonight. Let's take a look at the other games on the schedule, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto, stop in to see how much you can save at 223 North State Street in Preston. It's Naylor Insurance. Well, other games going on around the area this evening. Century hits the road as they go to Sugar Salem. It'll be Shelley against Hillcrest. Idaho Falls travels to Bonneville. Thunder Ridge will be at Highland. Blackfoot takes on Skyline tonight. Rigby goes to Madison. Burley will be at Jerome. Minico goes up the hill as they go play Wood River tonight. It'll be Twin Falls versus Mountain Home. Canyon Ridge will be at Valley View. Middleton will meet Kona. Rocky Mountain will be at Bora. Columbia takes on Caldwell. Bishop Kelly hits the road as they go to Skyview tonight. Owanee takes on Capitol. Mountain View is at Eagle. Grace goes over into Wyoming tonight to take on Cokeville. And it'll be West Jefferson at Butte County. And, of course, here at Preston Gym, it's the Preston Lady Indians taking on the Lady Braves from Star Valley tonight. And that's your look at other games brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto, stop in and see how much you can save at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. Game time is coming up quickly. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, have the starting lineups for the opening tap coming up next. Here on mylocalradio.com, KACH FM 105.5 and AM 1340, and on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston High School Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch, relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road, ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training, Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners, when planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement of Preston Broadcasting LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Old West Media is strictly prohibited. Welcome back here to Preston Gym. Get ready for the anthem. We'll be back in just a minute for the starting lineups for tonight's game.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at I Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment.
Starting to announce the starting lineups out onto the floor, but before we get to the lineups, let's talk to John. John, give me a key or two to victory tonight for the Lady Indians.
Well, the number one thing is they're going to have to, on defense, keep the center out away from the basket. And Michaela Christensen, she's probably 6'2", 6'3", but has a long stretch. She's going to be the force inside. They're going to lob the ball into her quite a bit, so they've got to force her out away from the basket. The second thing is on offense, they've got to spread the floor, but you make good passes. Decision is everything for the Indians tonight on their passes and getting the ball to the basket.
The starting lineup for the Star Valley Lady Braves was Kinley Englehart to get a start, Sheridan Coles, Bailey Erickson, Katie Dandridge, and the girl that John just mentioned, Michaela Christensen, who will get a start tonight as well. For the Lady Indians, the sophomore Macy Knapp will start. Also another sophomore, Taylor Wakely, will get a start tonight as well. The junior, Ellen Marlowe, will get a start. Also junior Brightly Harris will get the start. She led the team in scoring the other night against Pocatello in double figures with 10 points. And the only senior to start tonight for the Indians is Brinley Galloway. As we said, she is a senior. So welcome in. First of a 3-game homestand for the Lady Indians. They're back here on Thursday against Burley, and then on Friday to wrap up the regular season as they'll take on Filer. And then next week, it's right into the conference tournaments. Our starting lineups tonight were brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. So ready to play, as it'll be Macy Knapp to jump center for the Lady Indians, as referee approaches and throws it up as it's controlled there by the Braves, as Christensen wins the tap quickly underneath. The shot no good. Christensen tries to go for the rebound, but climbs up and over a Preston Indians back, and is going to.
They're giving it back to the Braves.
Wow.
I don't understand that.
Christensen went up and over, but they called the foul on Brightly Harris. That is a shock. As the inbounds pass, as the Braves almost lost it. However, Preston able to get it back. Bounce it back down low to Christensen down on the block off her shins, and she couldn't control it, and it rolls out of bounds. I mean, there was Brightly just standing there, and the much taller Christensen reached up and over and trying to get the rebound. And other than that, there was no reason for a whistle. Harris didn't do anything. As the cross-court pass goes through the hands of one Indian, Marlowe, or I should say Galloway, able to pick it up, but they're not able to control the ball underneath, and the ball's going to come back over to the Lady Braves again.
Yeah, both teams are making kind of a mistake here on their passes, but they're both trying to get it into the center.
Star Valley gives it up into the front court. Comes to Englehart. Englehart had 22 points the other night in that game against Soda. Then went to overtime as ball was knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Star Valley once again.
Yeah, Ella Marlowe got her hand in there, knocked it out of bounds. That's a good call.
Long deep pass comes into the front court to Englehart, into the left corner. They can't get the shot there, so they throw it back outside. Again, through this one set of hands picked up by Englehart, and it's Bailey Erickson. She's going to dribble well away from the basket, and she's going to be fouled. Reach-in foul against Taylor Wakely. That's her first. And 2 on the Indians here in the first quarter, not quite a minute in. Into the left corner comes to Englehart. She drives the baseline. Nice move. Couldn't get the free layup to go. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. So Englehart gets the first 2 points of the game, as Star Valley will break on top here tonight. Harris into the front court for the Indians. Down low, and then they kick it back outside as it went to Marlowe. All the way back over in the left corner, back to Galloway. Try to get it back to Marlowe. Englehart steps in front of the pass and back up into the front court. Lay it off to Dandridge, Katie Dandridge able to get the layup, and it's 4-0.
Yeah, nice pass and assist there by the Braves to get that basket.
They show they can run the court pretty well, too. As Marlowe has it on the left side, bounce it back to the top of the key as it comes there to Taylor Wakely. Galloway now fills the left wing as she stands with the ball, goes to Wakely in the left corner. Down low on the baseline, get it inside to Knapp. Nice pass, and Macy able to hit the little short layup.
See, that's when they get close to the basket, they got to make sure that shot is up and over the rim.
Taken away by the Indians and underneath the hoop to Harris. Can't get the layup to fall. Picked up again there by Galloway. Harris gets the rebound. She goes back up and Brightly's fouled. So the foul's going to go on Sheridan Coles. Her first against the Star Valley Braves, and now it'll be Brightly Harris going to the free throw line. Brightly's first free throw is good, a 43%er. She averages 7 points a game, and as we mentioned during the introduction of the teams, she had 10 points the other night in the game against Pocatello. That led all of Preston in scoring.
6 of those came in the overtime.
As the shot to no good, rebound again. Marlowe has it, give it back off to Knapp. She goes back up and she's fouled again.
Great pass and assist by Marlowe for that shot from Macy to put it up, but she just kind of missed it. But yeah, it was a great assist by Ella.
Christensen draws the foul, her first, team second. First quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily. Call to find out at 208-852-5700. First free throw by Macy Knapp is no good.
Macy just needs to relax. She's got a good shot, plenty of strength to get it up there. Just a little tense.
Addie Romney onto the floor. She comes in to replace Galloway, who goes to the bench. Second one by Knapp. Boy, that went way down and came back out, so she ends up missing them both. Quickly, here comes the Lady Braves back the other way. Good hands there by Harris to deflect the pass and knock it out of bounds. Ellie Nelson's going to come back in here for Preston, as that'll send Ella Marlowe to the bench. Nelson with that back. Didn't look like she played very well against Pocatello the other night, like it didn't bother her at all. Outside, Johnson from the corner, doesn't shoot, tries to penetrate across the key, lost it, picked up by Knapp, as she'll hand it off there to Romney. Romney gets it back up to the timeline. Harris gets it up into the front court. Swing it back out to Romney. Fakes the shot. Get it down low. Nice pass down low to Nelson. Put it up and in.
That's exactly what they need to do. Use Macy and Ella underneath down there. Get that easy basket.
So Preston takes their first lead of the game at 5-4. Kick it back outside. They hold it there to the elbow. It comes to Coles. Can't get a shot. Give it back to Erickson. Erickson driving. Puts it up around Knapp. Wild shot. But Harris came over, tried to grab the rebound, and knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah. She almost got an over-the-back call on that one.
So 2 team fouls apiece. 5-4 Indians with 4:40 to play here in the first quarter. Engelhardt driving again. This one short. First one wild. Second one just slightly short. Get it back to Harris up into the front court. Engelhardt reaches in to knock it away. Picked up there as Johnson has it. And give it back to Engelhardt, who brings it back up into the front court again. Down low onto the right block. They try to get it down low to Johnson, who had it, dropped it, and then traveled trying to pick it up. Dottie Keller comes into the game here for the Indians, as Brightly Harris is going to go to the bench. Also, Emily Dana into the game here for the Lady Braves. She averages just over 8 points a game. Knapp has it at the left block, trying to fight her way away from 3 different players, and they tie it up, but Preston will keep the ball.
I think he called a foul.
Well, he sure did. So the foul on Emily Dana, as that ball's deflected, picked up by Dana, gets it back up into the front court. As they'll throw it back over as it comes back to Engelhardt. Down low, Coles tries to fight her way through a couple of defenders, and she's fouled and can't get the basket to go.
Yeah, she tried to split the defense there, but they both moved into her. She went between them, and that's why they called the foul.
So first foul on Ellie Nelson here this afternoon, as the free throw is no good, put up there by Coles. Tonight's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto. Stop by and find out how you can save at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. Second one, no good again, as Keller has the rebound there for the Indians. Up into the front court. Keller's going to push all the way into the front court. Back outside. Romney for three. Good.
That's the shot I've been waiting for. Her and Brightly ought to be able to make those three all night long because they're dropping way deep on them.
8-4 Preston as they double up with 3.5 to play here in the first quarter. As they throw it away again, down low, taken away by Knapp. They get it back to Romney, who will bring it back up into the front court. Romney on the right side comes to Keller just outside the three-point arc. Back down low to Knapp. Macy's little shot, maybe just a little bit wild, missed it as the rebound's back off to Dana. Dana will get it back to Kinley Engelhardt. Back up into the front court. Three-pointer put up by Bagley is no good. Bounce it down inside, and Macy's going to get called for a reach-in. So the foul on Macy Knapp, her first. That's 4 team fouls on the Indians here, still with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. As
Macy comes out.
Yeah, Macy comes out. Taylor Wakely comes out. As Ella Marlowe comes back into the game for the Indians. Erickson tried to give it off to Christensen. Kind of a wild pass. Dandridge has it. Back to Johnson again. Her three-pointer, that's no good. Tapped around inside, ball's loose, still fighting for it. Right around the free throw line, we got bodies all over the place as Romney ends up falling on top of Emily Dana. And
it's going on 12.
It's going to get against Bailey Erickson. That's her first. Now 4 fouls on Star Valley as well. So both teams out of fouls here in the first quarter. Preston leads 8-4 with 2:40 to play. That's going to go off the knee of a Preston player and go back over to Star Valley. So here comes Star Valley back up in the front court as Erickson brings it up. Erickson, who's had as many as 18 points in a game, missed the three, and the rebound controlled by the Indians, but it was poked away as Keller tried to go back and get it and then couldn't quite pick it up before it rolled out of bounds. So it'll stay with Star Valley in the Preston end of the floor. Erickson back across the top of the key again. Bounce it over to Johnson. Oh, good play there by Nelson to intercept that little pass down low. And here come the Indians again back the other way as Harris has it, top of the key, give it back to Romney. Romney wants to go right, gets cut off. She will go right this time, gets it to Harris. Brightly back to the top of the key, unloads a three. A wild bounce. 4 different Star Valley players were there to control the rebound as they get it back up in the front court again as Erickson comes back up the floor. Give it back to Johnson. Now back to Erickson again, top of the key. Johnson on the right side driving the baseline as a whistle before she gets to the block when she's going to be fouled there by Preston. As it's going to go against Dottie Keller. That'll be her first. But it's going to get her free throws because both teams were out of fouls, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Here's the first one by Johnson. No good. It's Cambry Johnson, Kambrdeee Johnson. As she misses it, as it stays 8-4. Preston still on top. She gets another one as she goes to the free throw line. She's a 76%er, and she missed them both on the year. So back to Harris. 1:45 to play in the quarter. Preston up by 4, 8-4. Brightly gets loose down low, try to get it back to Nelson. Able to grab it out of midair, but she missed the short little layup as she was surrounded by Star Valley players. Here they come again back the other way. Erickson throws it across the key. However, she threw it right at the shins of Galloway. And then the Indians have it back up in the front court. Try to get it down low to Nelson. The pass just out of her reach, and she was not able to get to it.
Yeah, Brightly led to Ellie quick, too far.
So the clock winds down to 1:15 to play. Erickson back out top. Engelhardt bounces it to Coles at the free throw line. Back outside, a 3. That's by Ellie Dana. That's no good. Last touch by the Indians as the rebound got away from Harris and went out of bounds. 1:06 to play in the quarter. Dana will bring it in. She holds up the fist, so that's a set play on the inbounds play. Three-pointer from the outside there by Erickson's no good. Rebound inside by Dana, and she takes one across the arms as she tried to go back up.
It's going to be a Dottie.
That's going to be her second. And that's going to now send Emily Dana back to the free throw line as well. Hey, did you know the Puppy Steps Training is an 8-week board and train program designed to give your puppy a head start in life? Wouldn't your life be better with a well-trained dog? From Puppy Steps Training. First one by Emily Dana is good to get her on the score sheet. Makes it 8-5. 59 seconds left here in the quarter. And Dana steps back to the free throw line. You know, we talked about that big game that they played against Soda Springs. Dana, who makes both free throws, she had 25 points in that game against Soda. Harris back up to the front court. 8-6, Preston leads. They throw it away as they get it to Englehart, head of the pack. No, look out, it's Harris from behind to strip it away before she could go up. Brightly Harris gives up her second foul, but it kept Englehart from getting what would have been a game-tying layup. So they'll send Englehart to the free throw line. Yeah, that shot is no good. So she misses the first. She's a 61% free throw shooter on the year. In fact, Star Valley as a team is 50% right on the nose coming into the game here tonight. Second one is good by Englehart. And it's Preston 8, Star Valley 7 with 45 seconds to play in the quarter. Wakely up into the front court. She wants to charge it all the way down into the right corner. She's followed there. She gives it off to Romney as Romney's bumped by Englehart, and it's going to be off of Romney and out of bounds.
Yeah, they've got to come to the ball when somebody gets trapped in a corner like that. Somebody's got to come a little closer, bring more people over.
I'm surprised that they've done it a number of times as the shot from inside is no good. Rebound is off, picked up there by Christensen, missed the first as the rebound's put back up and in, as it was Erickson to get her first 2 points of the game, and also put Star Valley back up in front, 9-8 with 12 seconds to play. Preston throws it away as it comes back to Englehart. This time she'll stop, let the player fly by. She missed the layup anyway, as Marlowe has the rebound down low for the Indians. Give it back to Romney with 3, with 2. She tries to throw it the length of the floor. It's not going to get there, and Preston will go off after the first quarter, trailing by a point. 9-8, the score on the scoreboard. We'll go to the second on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care For You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care For You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, showtimes, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org. And showing this weekend at the Worm Creek, it's Migration. Rated PG, that's from Disney. Migration. If you want to check out the movies this weekend, go to their website, wormcreek.org, for tickets, showtimes, and other information. We'll go to the second quarter, Star Valley leading 9-8. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter here from Preston Gym. John Beverly back in the studio on this Tuesday. Glad to have you with us. Kind of an early start. That'll allow the girls from Star Valley to get back to Afton at a halfway decent hour on a school night, as Harris couldn't quite control it, and then Emily Dana kicks it out of bounds. So Harris will bring it back in. Give it to Romney in the corner. Now back to Harris as she brings it back out to the top of the key. Back to Romney. Good fake. As she looks at a three, just a little off. Harris able to collect the rebound. Give it back to Marlowe. Wakely will try a three from the left side this time. That's no good. As the rebound is off, and there goes Engelhardt up the floor. They get it to her, and it's another easy layup.
Yeah, that Engelhardt's a natural left-hander, but boy, she's got a pretty shot, too, from the outside. You watch her shot, she's just a beautiful shooter.
So Star Valley up by 3. It's 11-8. Romney in the right corner. Dribbles it back out. Gives it back to Marlowe, top of the key. Ella holds it there. Tries to get it back to Harris as Harris gets knocked down by Engelhardt, and that'll be a foul on her. So that's her first against the Lady Braves here in the second quarter. As Preston has the ball, as they get it into Harris, who walks the ball across the timeline 1 minute into the second quarter. Harris, good little pass down low to Knapp. Couldn't quite get it to go down as Marlowe couldn't control the rebound. And finally Star Valley able to pick it up as it comes back to Engelhardt, back up into the front court. Back to Dandridge. She doesn't shoot it. Tries to force the pass down into the corner. Knapp, good defense by her. Able to knock the ball away and then take it away as they get it back to Harris a minute and a half into the quarter. Preston down by 3. As Harris driving, splits the defense, then gets knocked down, no calls. It comes back outside to Wakely. Back to Romney again. Fake it down low as the pass down on the block as Knapp not able to control it and goes out of bounds.
That was a good thought to get the ball down there. Addie did a great job getting the ball there, but Macy just couldn't quite get her hands on it.
Michaela Christensen back into the game here for the Braves. As Engelhardt back up to the front court. Little touch pass to Coles, who goes down and lost the ball and goes out of bounds.
I'm surprised at that call because I thought it came off of Ella, not Ellie.
So Preston gets it into the backcourt as Harris stands and talks to the coach for a minute. She better get going. She's not going to get across the timeline in time. Boy, she just barely made it. She wants to drive all the way, take it to the basket, lay it up and in.
I like to see more of that too. Her and Addie can both drive to the basket.
Yeah, Brightly is a great attacker, great slasher. As the rebound is off on the shot, taken there by Romney. Takes it back up into the front court. Whips it back to Harris, now back to Romney again. Looks at a three from the left elbow, that's no good. Long rebound comes right back to her. Her another shot is another three that's off again. And this time it's the Braves who have the rebound down low. It goes to Engelhardt, back up into the front court. Johnson had to go through her hands. She saves it onto the floor to Coles. Coles tries to dribble back toward the top of the key. She'll give it back to Johnson. Johnson back to Dandridge. Now back to Coles again for a three is good.
Nice little set shot right top of the key.
14-10. Preston trails by 4. 4:45 to play here in the quarter. As Romney back to Harris over on the left side. Comes to the left elbow. She'll stop and shoot from there. High off the glass. Doesn't get the bounce the way she was hoping, and Coles has the rebound. He'll give it back to Engelhardt, who gets back up in the front 47 feet. Back to Dandridge in the left corner. She holds it there. One bounce dribble. Tried to throw it off to Coles. Coles wasn't expecting the pass. Here comes Wakely all the way. Throw it up and draws the foul. Foul's going to go against Engelhardt, and that's going to be her second.
Yeah, that was kind of a silly foul because Engelhardt was way behind her. Wakely should have had that easy.
That's 2 fouls against Star Valley here in the quarter, as Wakely will go to the free throw line to shoot 2, and the first one's no good. Stokes Market True Value Hips brings you tonight's game with the freshest meat and produce you'll find not only in Preston but throughout the Cache Valley. Stokes Market, they're on State Street in Preston. Keller and Nelson back in for Preston. Marlowe and Knapp both go to the bench. As I say, we just Thought my eyes were playing tricks on me. The gym went dark there for a minute. Erickson gets it back over to Dana. Now back to the top of the key again. Back to Johnson. She bounces it over on the left side as Bankley has it there. Back to Erickson, a three-pointer. That's no good. Long rebound, chased down in the corner. Good hustle by Dana to keep it in bounds. But Preston knocks it away, and it's going to be off the hands of Elliott Nelson and out of bounds. Kind of tough rebounding for the Indians in this sense that two of their best rebounders are taking just short stints in and out because of injury. As the shot missed down low, controlled again as Dana has it from the left block. That's no good. As the rebound this time is off to Taylor Wakely for the Indians. Up the floor, here comes Galloway. Tries to cut down along the baseline. Back outside, Romney wants to drive. Spins around, lost the ball, dives to try to get it back. She couldn't. Here come the Braves again, back the other way. As driving all the way is Bagley, put it up and in. So Austin Bagley with the hoop, her first points of the game. It's now a 6-point lead for Star Valley at 16-10. 3:10 left here in the quarter. Romney, a three from the right side. That's no good. And about a timeout called as Star Valley got the rebound. And the Lady Braves want a timeout. 3:06 to play, 16-10. As they want a timeout, they'll get it. As the timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Remember, ladies, you can stop by Magnolia Road to improve your look. They're at 12 North State Street in Preston. This is the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
.306 remaining here in the first half. As 16-10, the Star Valley Braves have the lead here. Much different games than what they've played the last two games when they scored 70-plus points in the last two contests. They have it in the right corners. It comes there to Emily Dana. She doesn't shoot. She'll get it back outside to Englehart. Englehart will throw it back over to Coles. Goes off her hands, just barely able to keep it in bounds. She drives, can't get the shot. Down low to Bagley. Bagley will dribble it back out, tried to force it back in again. It's knocked away by Nelson. Comes back inside again, now back again to Erickson in the shot clock violation. Good defense by the Indians.
Yeah, they did. They couldn't get the ball inside, and that's what the Indians need to do is stop them from getting them inside.
2:25 now to play here in the first half, and here comes Harris back up in the front court for the Indians. Wakely has it, free throw line extended left. Nelson pops out to get it in the left corner. Harassed there, so she'll bounce it back as it comes back to Keller. Keller double teamed along the sideline. Back to Nelson. She shoots a little strong there from the left baseline. Rebound pulled down by Bagley as the Lady Braves again come back the other way. Up into the front court. Englehart, three-pointer from the left corner is no good. Rebound inside, put it back up and in. As it was Emily Dana grabbing the rebound, able to put it back in. 10-0 run here for the Lady Braves. They take an 8-point lead at 18-10. Shot no good by the Indians. Braves have the rebound as Bankley again gets it back up into the front court. Looks, forces it inside. Nelson takes it away there, and then she's fouled in the backcourt. Foul will go on Austin Bagley. That's her first. And the third on the Lady Braves here in the quarter. As Macy Knapp comes back into the game. And Ellie Nelson will go back to the bench. The rest of that back again. Just kind of all for her rehab program. She plays short stints. Here comes Erickson back up in the front court for the Braves. Whip it all the way in the left corner. Erickson for three is good. Or I should say Engelhardt, as she hits the three. And it's 21-10. That's a 12-0 run as the three-pointer there by Galloway bounces off the rim a couple of times. Rebound comes off. They get it back to Engelhardt. Under a minute to play now in the quarter. Back up in the front court. Bagley had it, lost it. Picked up there by Knapp. See if Preston can get the point here before the end of the first half as it comes back to Wakely. Wakely back outside to Harris. Nice fake. Back on the right side. Back to Galloway, a three. That's no good. Long rebound comes back. Again down low. Back to Keller. Put it up and in.
That was a pretty nice assist by Galloway. And
25 seconds left. Shot clock is off. 21-12. Star Valley leads. Game clock now down to 19 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Engelhardt holds it. Left corner. Get it back inside. Off the hands on the pass to Coles. Picked up again by the Indians as Wakely has it knocked away from behind. It goes up in the front corner and it's going to stay with Preston. 7.7 left here in the first half. As Galloway will bring it in from the right corner. As they get it into Wakely. She'll bring it back to the top of the key. 5, 4, 3. Don't have a lot of time to waste as it comes back to Keller. A three to beat the clock. No good. So they almost took too long, but Keller got a good look at that last shot, and Preston will go off, trailing by 9. It's 21-12, Star Valley with the lead. We invite you to stay tuned. The Puppy Steps Training Halftime Report is coming up. We'll talk about the first half of this afternoon's game and look at the score sheet as well. It's as we go to the Puppy Steps Training Halftime Report coming up right after this timeout on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Step into a realm of beauty and sophistication at Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Immerse yourself in the gentle radiance of our exquisite and popular candles, filling your home with captivating fragrances that embrace the senses. Bring refined tranquility into your home and elevate your connection to harmony through our exquisite decor, all while staying here in Franklin County. Elevate your living space with the allure of Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Visit us today on 10th North Main Street in downtown Preston.
Well, you can look at the scoreboard as Star Valley leads 21-12 after the first half. Dan Hubbard and John Slaughter back with you, and this is the Puppy Steps Training Halftime Report. John, Preston got out to a little bit of a lead, led by 4 or 5 points, but then it was Star Valley who came back and outscored them 12-4 in the second quarter, and they go off leading by 9.
Well, Star Valley did the opposite of what Preston did. They started getting the ball inside, making good shots, taking good shots underneath, easier shots. Preston forced them up, got it. We couldn't get out. Then they kind of gave up. Brightly started driving into the middle, made a couple of good drives, but then they gave away. They're not driving in on them. They're not getting the ball inside.
You and I both made the comment during the play-by-play that Brightly and others need to do that. Slash more. Go take it hard. Take it strong to the basket.
Make them close in that defense so that the outside shots can be a little more set. That's a good thing. The good thing about that first half is we held the Braves to 21. If that's a long ways off of a 72-point game, they're going to have to shoot 50 points in the second half, and if they keep up the good defense, we'll be in good shape.
They're kind of a wild team. I mean, even though they've scored 70 points in each of the last 2 games, they still only average about 45 points a game, so they're really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde type of team.
Yeah, and the thing of it is I think Dottie and Macy's doing an excellent job inside, keeping the defense out, and plus we're crashing the boards. We're trying to get the rebounds, even though sometimes we're not grabbing it and pulling it down. It's tough for them to get a rebound also.
So it's 21-12 as the Indians trail by 9. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at the score sheet from the first half as we continue here on the Puppy Steps halftime report. This is the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball at the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wills, we're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South 1st East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
If you haven't been to Woodward's Country Store lately, you are missing out. As proud supporters of Westside and Preston High School athletics, we're here to fuel your day and support our wonderful community. Fill up your tank, grab a delicious sandwich, and get everything you need for life's little adventures. Woodward's Country Store, where convenience meets quality and community spirit.
All right, let's look at the stats from the first half of tonight's game, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, at 208-852-2364. For the Star Valley Braves in the first half, Kenley Engelhart finished with 8. It was Sheridan Coles who had 3, 2 points for Austin Bagley, and 2 points for Bailey Erickson as well. Katie Dandridge had 2, 4 for Emily Dana, and no points for one of their leading scorers, McKinley Christensen, in the first half. For the Preston Lady Indians, Macy Knapp had 2, 3 points for Dottie Keller, 3 points for Addie Romney, 3 for Brightly Harris, and Ellie Nelson had 2 while she was in there as well. If you're the Lady Indian coaching staff, what are you telling the girls to get ready here for the second half?
Well, not to give up. They're doing a good job. They just need to space themselves, make sure good passes, and don't panic. It looks like they're panicking around the basket. They don't need to panic. Just go up strong and, get Brightly and Addie to drive into the middle and then dish back out if they close it off, Make sure their other guards out on the top, drive in, kick back, let them have a 3-point shot.
Right. This has been the Puppy Steps Training Halftime Report. The second half coming up on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
All right, Star Valley will have the ball to start the second half. Welcome back, Dan Hubbard, along with John Slaughter, John Beverly back in the studio as Star Valley leads Preston 21-12 as we start quarter number 3 here tonight. As they have the ball, they being Star Valley up top, Coles. They whip it all the way over on the left side, taken there by Erickson. Erickson cross-court pass back to Christensen, who didn't score in the first half of the game. Back to Erickson. They get it back to Engelhardt up top. Great defense by the Indians. Layoff pass to Christensen on the assist from Engelhardt, and they're able to score points out of the possession after all as the clock was running down. Three-pointer by Galloway from the corner.
That's another thing we need to do is hit those wings. Galloway and Keller and Wakely can all hit from the outside.
23-15, 45 seconds into quarter number 3. The cutter now back to Christensen. Your two-pointer from along the baseline is no good. Galloway has the rebound. Give it off to Wakely. Here comes Taylor up into the front court. Taylor will hold. Give it to Harris, who takes it down along the left side. Now wants to cut back through the middle. Back outside, Galloway for another three. This one's short. Rebound comes back to Harris. Great little pass down low to Marlowe. She can't get it to go down. As again, it's picked up there by Knapp from the left block. That's no good. Ball still loose down low as falling and losing the ball, falling out of bounds as the ball will stay with the Indians. Erickson had it, fell, and the ball just rolled away from her. There's nothing she could do about it other than watch it roll out of bounds.
Yeah, she wanted to foul on that. There was kind of a foot deal foul there, but
Marlowe, triple teamed. Engelhardt stripped the ball away, and then a held ball that's going to go back to the Indians as Wakely reached around from behind and grabbed the ball, and there's nothing that they could do about it as Erickson couldn't get away.
Well, she actually had her hand on with her face in her, but then she turned it with her back, but she didn't let go of the ball. And so that was the reason the official called a jump ball. She pulled her around, but never let go of the ball. Good job by Wakely.
Quick mop job, get some perspiration off the floor along the baseline, and Preston will bring the ball in as they get it into Harris. Free throw line extended left. Couple of fakes left, brings it back across the top of the key. Now on the right side, gets it back to Wakely. Lines up a three. It's going to be a little off, and the rebound is back off again, taken by Dandridge. She'll give it to Erickson, back up into the front court. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. They get it back outside to Engelhardt. Down low to the cutting Dandridge. They save it on the floor, and then Coles trying to fight her way through a block by Brightly Harris, and Harris will draw the foul, and that's going to be her third. Abby Keller is going to come back in. as does Romney, as Harris and Galloway go back to the bench. Star Valley gets it in as it comes to Coles in the right corner. Back to Erickson, now back out top to Engelhardt, top of the key. Swing it back to Coles. Her three is a little short. Long rebound again is going to be taken by Dandridge in the right corner. She'll dribble it out of that situation and get it back up top. Back to Coles again. Coles sets it up, throws it across court, and throws it over the head of Erickson and out of bounds. Third quarter brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Go ahead.
Yeah, that cutback, she thought her teammate was going to cut back to the side, and she did not. And so that ball was errant.
So here comes Preston again on the left side. Wakely to Romney. She stands on the left side, gives it to Knapp at the free throw line, who tries to penetrate, but she put the ball right into Dandridge's chest and lost the ball. Back over to Engelhardt on the left side. Looks at a three, can't take it. She'll skip it back across the court, back to Christensen. Now back up top again. It comes back to Coles. Coles, she'll give it back to Erickson. Erickson comes again back to Christensen. And Christensen from the right elbow. 4 quick points here in the quarter, and they open the lead up to 10. It's 25-15. 4:55 to play here in quarter number 3. Keller tries to drive the baseline into the paint. It comes to Knapp. Back outside to Keller. Look at a three. Going to be too long as the rebound's going to be controlled there by Erickson. She'll give it back to Engelhardt. Good box out inside by a couple of different players for Star Valley. Made it impossible for Preston to get to the ball. The shot from the left elbow is no good. Wakely has the rebound there for the Indians. It's a one-shot possession, and they throw it back up court. Engelhardt intercepts it. It's going to be 1-on-2, now 1-on-3. Bounce the ball down low. It comes back to Christensen. Her pass to get it out of danger is knocked out of bounds by Wakely. 3 in, 3 out for Star Valley. Ella Nelson comes back in, as it will be Ella Marlowe who will go back to the bench. Star Valley gets it in, back to Engelhardt in the corner. A three-pointer from there is no good as Christensen has the rebound. Kick it back outside again. Comes back to Engelhardt, top of the key. Back over to Dana on the left side. Her shot's too strong down low. It's Coles able to corral the rebound and put it back up and in. She's got 5, and the Indians want a timeout called by Camille Kuntz. 27-15, a 12-point lead. 4 minutes exactly to play here in quarter number 3. And this timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and update your look at Magnolia Road. You'll find them in downtown Preston. This is the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. Ball belongs to the Indians after the timeout as Romney brings it back up into the front court. Romney tried to throw it back into the left corner, but she's fouled as coming out to pressure the ball was Cambry Johnson. She'll draw the foul. That's the first team foul against the Lady Braves in the quarter, and it's 1 apiece as Michaela Christensen will go back to the bench. Romney into the front court here for the Indians. Into the corner to Keller. Inside to Nelson. Turns into the paint. No good. Macy Knapp gets the rebound. No. Nelson be able to get the rebound. This time go back up. It's in, and she's fouled.
Good hustle. Good extra effort by Nelson and Macy Knapp to get those rebounds and keep putting it back up. 3 extra shots.
Fouls against Emily Dana, her second team foul against the Lady Braves. The free throw is no good. Tapped there as Knapp tapped it. Now she gets it back, and it'll be a held ball that's going to go back over to Star Valley. Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center with the finest care that you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. So here comes Macy Knapp will leave again here for the Indians. As back up in the front court, go on the left side. Dana gets it back out top, swing it over on the right side, try to force it down low. Nice defensive play there by Keller to take the ball away. Bromney back up in the front. On the left side, it comes back to Keller. Bounce it to Marlowe down on the block. That's no good. Nelson gets the rebound. She puts it back up and in again. So consecutive trips down the floor. Ellie Nelson able to get the rebound and then put the ball in, and now she'll again go back to try to complete a three-point play. As Preston's cut the lead down to 8, it's 27-19. So here's Nelson back to the free throw line. As needs a bounce, won't get it, and it's going to be last touched by the Coles, and Preston will keep the ball again.
I couldn't really tell, but I thought maybe Dottie might have hit that out last.
Inside, back to Nelson again. This one will not go down for as the rebound controlled by Erickson. She fights to get away from a pair of Preston defenders. Now she'll bring the ball up the floor. Comes over to Engelhart from the left side. Now wants to drive the baseline, gets cut off, forces the pass inside. We got white shirts all over the place on the floor. This will be a held ball. And again, it's going to go. Should go back to Preston. Yeah, they didn't change the light on the scoreboard. So Preston will have the ball with 2:50 to play in the quarter, 27-19.
Looks like the Braves have kind of gone into a man-to-man, or else they're a box and one.
Now they want to trap the ball as it comes across the line, and Coach Kuntz sees that and very alertly calls a timeout. So timeout Indians. This timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, whether it's tops, bottoms, or accessories, Magnolia Road has the ball, 12 North State Street in Preston. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Magnolia Road is here to bring you the latest trends in women's fashion. We believe fashion should not only be stylish, but also comfortable and inclusive for every body type, with sizes small through 3X. We strongly believe in giving back to our community, and by supporting Magnolia Road, you are not only embracing fashion, but also supporting Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports, and activities.
A little bit of a panic pass to Nelson and just misled her.
So 27-19, 2:08 to play here in the quarter. As Engelhart into the post, back outside. Engelhart for three from straight away is no good. Nelson grabs the rebound and then gets bumped as ball stays.
I think Engelhart stepped out of bounds.
Okay, yeah, they said the ball's going to stay with Star Valley, but I think that's the official pointing to where she stepped out of bounds. So Preston will have the ball with 1:55 to play in the quarter. As up in the front court, Marlowe keeps that ball from going out of bounds. Nice play by her. Wakely back down low as Keller gets a little layup. Keller's got 5. The lead is 6 at 27-21 for Star Valley. Stepping in, a little wild shot there, put up by Johnson. Ball rolls around. It's going to go back to the Indians again. Macy Knapp's going to come back in as Ellie Nelson's going to go back to the bench. Well, that's a productive 3 minutes for her.
Yeah, it was. Excellent job by Ellie that time.
Well, backcourt pressure put on here by the Braves as Englehart knocks it away, chases it into the corner, and each official is going to thinks the other team knocked it out of bounds. So if they call it a held ball, it will, and it's going to stay with Star Valley.
It actually came off of Englehart. It came right off of her knee. She was the last one, but the Indians' hand was close by, but they couldn't tell. That both officials were blocked out.
So it'll be Dandridge to bring it in at the baseline. Comes in, look out, as once again the Indians step in front of the pass and tie the ball up again. Now they get the ball back. Good play by Wakely to step in front of that pass and knock the ball away. And Preston ends up getting the ball back. 1:20 to play here in the third. Preston trails by 6. 27-21. Wakely into the front court. Gets away from Englehart. Get it back over to Knapp. Knapp holds it at the right elbow. Does a couple pirouettes. Now she'll give it back there to Romney. Romney will hand it back to Marlowe. Wants to drive. Tries to kick it back outside. Wakely keeps it from going out of bounds. Now she wants to drive down the right side. Back outside to Knapp again. To Romney, top of the key. Get it back to Marlowe. She stands and holds it there. Pass inside to Knapp. Fumbled it. Had to go back and get it. Back outside it comes as they get it back to Wakely, but the shot clock goes off before they can get a shot.
Yeah, and they're passing. They're just panicking on their passes. They're throwing telegraph passes, plus throwing it at the feet. You can't throw a pass at the feet of your intended receiver.
As they come up the floor, almost threw it away. Dandridge keeps it from going out of bounds. She'll hand it back to Erickson. Erickson swing pass into the corner to Christensen. Back to Erickson, and again Preston steps in front of the pass to take it away. As this time Keller has it. Weaves her way through traffic back up into the front court. She holds it there at the top of the key, looking for somebody to give it to. It goes to Wakely in the left corner. Back down low, tapped, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians. You're talking about those frantic passes. I thought they passed up a number of good shots there, too, to make a pass.
Yeah, they're letting them double team them. They're not getting the ball quick passing enough. They're letting them double team.
Pass comes into Wakely. She gives it back to Romney on the left side. Now back out top, back to Taylor with 4 on the clock. Down low, Marlowe off the glass and in. Ella Marlowe with her first 2 points. Preston cuts the lead down to 4 at the end of the quarter. It's 27-23. Star Valley leads. We'll go to the fourth. After this break on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Start the fourth quarter. Star Valley has the ball. They get it down low. And immediately a foul called there against the Indians.
It's going to go on
against Galloway. That's her first team foul of the quarter. Preston outscored them 11-6 in the third quarter to get back into the game. This is a 4-point game. As the first shot here put up by Katie Dandridge is no good. Dandridge second. No good again as Keller has the rebound there for the Indians. Here comes Harris as she hustles the ball up in the front court. Almost outran it and almost kicked it. Comes around the screen as they try to rub off Engelhardt on the screen. Nice pass down low. Harris missed the little short jumper from the right block, and the ball picked up there by Bangley. Back to Engelhardt up into the front court. Goes around Harris. Goes around the left side, and she tries to go up, and she's fouled. So a pair of quick fouls against the Indians here to start the quarter. As the foul goes against Dottie Keller, and that's her third.
You know, I don't think that foul would have been called because Maisie had great position on that drive in, and they could have called an offensive foul if Dottie hadn't have gone in there.
Engelhardt at the free throw line gets her first point of the second half. She has 9 overall as the lead out to 5 now. And the second shot no good. Knapp able to chase it down. She's double teamed in the corner as it's going to stay again with Star Valley. See, a lot of times Preston just they don't attack the ball to go after them, like that loose ball.
Yeah, and you know the thing of it is when they do get both hands on it, they've got to grip it like it's you're not going to let it go. It's got to become part of you.
Yeah, it's not an egg. It won't break. Bagley back outside. Engelhardt for 3. Needs a bounce, won't get it. Rebound down low, controlled by Star Valley as Coles fights for the rebound. And it's going to be a held ball.
Ella Marlowe did a great job by getting the ball in the right position and hanging on to it. That's what they need to do on the rebounds. Is get a hold of it and don't let it go.
7:05 to play here in quarter number 3. They lose it again as it comes back again to Engelhardt back in the front court. Tries to go baseline. Gets to the left block, goes up, and that's a foul. Wow.
That's a good block.
That's a tough foul on Ella Marlowe, but a foul it's going to be, and it's going to send Engelhardt back to the free throw line.
Yeah, I thought that was a great block by Ella.
That's Ella's first, but a minute into the quarter, and Preston's got 3 team fouls already. As the shot by Engelhardt is good. She has 10 in the game. Tonight's game brought to you by Ralph's Construction. Building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. And by West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. As Engelhardt makes them both.
She sure has a pretty shot.
She has 11, and all of a sudden the lead's back out to 7 again. See, they want to trap the ball again as it comes across the line, and Preston lets them. They run themselves right into that. As it comes back out top, back to Romney. Harris almost able to steal the ball back. It was almost intercepted as Romney has it. Down low, back to Knapp as she pops out to receive the ball. Nelson back into the game. Her little turnaround jumper in the paint's no good as Dana has the rebound. Give it back to Engelhardt. Crossover dribble. She gets away from Harris. Back down low in the corner. Now back outside to Engelhardt again. A head fake. She walks all the way in. Blocked by Nelson. Engelhardt gets it back, puts it back up, but Knapp able to grab the rebound on the air ball. Quickly, here come the Indians again back the other way. Harris in the paint. 14-foot jumper. No good. Tapped back outside. They'll get it back to Engelhardt. Engelhardt ahead of the pack, driving up the floor. Her shot is no good. Wild attempt. Romney able to grab the rebound here for Preston, and they quickly bring it back up the floor again. Wakely to Harris. 3-pointer from the left corner. Good. Harris has 6, and it's a 4-point game again. 30-26. Timeout, Star Valley. 5:46 to play here at Preston Gym. Preston trails by 4. Ladies, don't forget Magnolia Road. Go in, check out their selections available in most sizes. It's Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. We're right back after this timeout on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Well, each team has scored 3 points in the quarter. Preston right where they were at the end of the third, trailing by 4. It's 30-26, 5:46 to play here in regulation. As Star Valley has it back up in the front court. Bagley wants to drive, shoots around Nelson. It's an air ball picked out of the midair there by Dana. Dana puts it on the floor, and another foul here against the Indians. Foul's going to go against Nelson. That's her second, but more importantly, it's the 4th team foul against the Indians. They're out of fouls with 5.5 to play in the quarter. As trying to get it in, they finally do. They get it into Dana, back in the corner. Bagley holds it there. She's double teamed, and she throws it away as Harris able to pick it up. Into the front court. Here comes the Indians. It's again Harris overruns the ball, overruns the dribble. They get it back to Dana up the floor. A little layup from down under is good. Dana picks up the basket. 32-26, 5:10 to play. As the lead back out to 6 again. As Harris looks at a 3 short. Long rebound, and it's going to go back over to Star Valley as nobody touched it after the shot. Katie Dandridge back in. As it will be Austin Bagley who will come back to the bench. 5:01 left. Preston trails by 6. As up into the front court, Star Valley gets it to Engelhart. Bounce it inside, now kick it outside. That's a 2 from Dana. That's an air ball. As Preston able to go down to get it. As Harris went down, or I should say Romney went down to a knee to pick it up, but she was touching the line in doing so. Again, the ball comes back in. 3-pointer from the left side. This time no good. Rebound inside. It's Dana able to go back up quickly.
No Indian there on that right side to rebound. Easy shot, easy rebound, easy putback.
8-point lead now for Star Valley, 34-26. We'll go under 4.5 remaining here in regulation. Romney looks down the left side, comes around the screen set by Nelson, looks for operating room, kicks it back outside to Wakely. Has to go back and get it as she lost it momentarily. Gets it back to Romney. Romney again looks inside, can't go there. Now she gets it into Nelson. Great pass, and Ellie with the layup.
Yeah, Ellie led her defender right into the side, towards, so that she was between her and the basket. Great pass by Addie Romney.
Ball poked away, picked up again by the Braves. Again, the ball rolls loose. That's got to go back to the Indians, and it does. So they fight for the rebound underneath. The ball comes loose as a couple of players back into the game here for the Braves, including Michaela Christensen back onto the floor. Also leaving is Sheridan Coles, as the Indians have Harris, Keller, Knapp, who's Marlowe back onto the floor as Nelson leaves again. Down low, Marlowe kind of lost it going up, so the shot really didn't have much on it, but Preston luckily able to get it back as Marlowe missed that little layup from the right block.
It was her non-shooting hand. She went up left-handed and it kind of had the wrong English on it.
3:36 to play. Preston trails by 6. A win would put them back to 500 at home this year, as Wakely with the double dribble. She realized it as soon as she did it.
She sold it to the official.
Galloway's going to come back in here for the Indians, as Wakely's going to come out. So Galloway back in with 3:33 left. 34-28. Engelhart back up into the front court. Wants to drive. Down low, it comes back to Christensen. Good move around the left block. Able to put it up and in, and she's got 6. She only averages just a little under 4 a game, so she's just a tick over her average as here comes Harris, as Brightly going to be fouled as she went by, as reaching in was Christensen, as Brindley just kind of ran around her. And that's the first foul of the quarter called against Star Valley with only 3:11 left. As
They get it into Knapp at the left block. Tries to put it up short as ball's loose, rolling on the floor. Dana falls on it as it'll be a held ball, but it's going to stay with Star Valley again. 36-28, an 8-point game. Star Valley leads, 3:05 to play. So here comes Engelhardt back up into the front court. Star Valley's only played 11 games as Engelhardt throws it away. As they tried to get it to Dana down low, the pass went out of bounds. So I was saying, John, they've only played 11 games. They're 4-7 on the year.
Yeah, but they're up there in that area where if they travel so far to the in-state schools in Wyoming, but yet they have to, in order to get more games in, they have to play down here.
Yeah. As they've played a lot of Idaho teams, as the shot no good, try to put it back up, and it'll be a held ball. It's going to go back to the Indians. In fact, this is the third or fourth straight game they've had against an Idaho team.
Yeah, that's just the demographics of the areas that they're in.
As throw it back to Knapp. Knapp broke to the basket as Harris tried to cut across the lane, and the pass to Knapp was behind her. They kept him on the floor by Star Valley. Back to Engelhardt. Wants to drive, gets cut off. Back outside to Coles in the three-point range. Kind of spins to get away from Harris. Comes back over to Dana on the right side. Back to Coles. Drives the middle, put it up and in.
Nice little left-hand layup.
The lead now is 10, 38-28 with 2:05 to play. Preston 7-10 coming into the game. As driving the baseline is Galloway. Swing it back to Harris again. Stops at the free throw line. Looks for someplace to go with the ball. Gives it to Knapp on the right side down low. As going to be a foul on the play. And it's a good thing because the pass was over Keller's head and headed out of bounds. But Engelhardt's going to draw the foul. It's going to be her third. As Ellie Nelson comes back in, but a timeout on the floor. 1:46 to play. We'll take the timeout as well. Back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Tonight's game brought to you by the Polar Bear Restaurant. The Polar Bear's back and better than ever. Stop by for lunch or maybe even after the game. They're on Highway 91, south of end of the city of Preston. Stop by and enjoy the Polar Bear. 1:46 left. 38-28. Preston trails by 10, but they have the ball baseline front court. Wakely to bring it in. Waiting for the team to cut. Comes in to Nelson at the free throw line. Back to Wakely. Tries to line up a three and traveled. She thought about taking the three and then decided to drive, and in doing so, she moved both of her feet.
Yeah, she stepped into her shot to take the three and then decided she shouldn't and stepped to make the dribble.
So here comes Engelhardt back up into the front court. Her team with a 10-point lead. Gives it back to Coles. She holds it there. Popping back outside to Erickson. She wants to drive. Gets cut off by Harris. Back to Christensen. From the right elbow, it's good again.
The two-pointer.
She now has 8, and the lead's out to a dozen. 1:15 to play. Keller has it. Free throw line extended left. Holds the ball up over her head. Brings it back out top to Marlowe. Give it to Nelson at the elbow. Harris looking at a three. Needs a bounce on that high arcing rebound. That's no good, as it's pulled down there again by Star Valley. 1 minute remaining in the game. As it comes to Erickson, she fights her way back up into the front court as Harris follows her all the way up the floor. Taken away by Keller. Throws it ahead to Harris. One-on-one against Engelhardt. Put it up and in. Brindley's got 8. Lead back to 10. Need to get the ball back here. Take some chances as Wakely stole the ball, but there was nobody there to help on the backcourt pressure. But seeing that the pressure was there, Star Valley wants the timeout to make sure their team knows exactly what to do with 37 seconds remaining in the game. As it's a full timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, remember, stop in and improve your look today at 12 North State Street here in Preston. Another timeout on the floor. We're back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
Preston back here again on Thursday when they welcome the Burley here to town, the Lady Bobcats, making their return visit this year. 34 seconds left, 10-point lead for Star Valley. Kick it back outside to Coles. About a 3 or 4 second differential in the shot clock and game clock as Wakely had it. It was off her knee and out of bounds. Ball will go back to Star Valley with 24 seconds left. 40-30. As they get it down low, as it comes to Erickson on the right side, she pauses, back outside, swing it back out top as it comes back to Coles again. Back to Engelhardt. They're just trying to run the clock out. About a 4 second differential between shot clock and game clock as Dana drives down into the corner, and then she's fouled there by Keller trying to get the ball back. And it's going to send Dana back to the free throw line as Keller has her fourth foul. Hey, don't forget, our next broadcast is tomorrow night as the number one in the media poll, Preston boys, head to Hillcrest to take on the number one team in the coaches poll in the Hillcrest Knights. As the free throw by Dana is good. Tip off tomorrow night at 7:30. John and I will have the Polar Bear pregame show just after 7. No video, so make sure you join us here on KACH and on the My Local Radio Sports Network for the broadcast tomorrow night. 42-30 as 3 seconds left. Harris throws the ball away, throws an interception, I should say, trying to get the ball in the corner. And as the horn sounds, and it's going to be a 12-point win here for the Lady Braves as the final score here tonight. It's 42-30 as Preston loses their second in a row, and they see their record now slip to 7-11 overall on the year. Stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming up. It's coming up right after this break on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch. Relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training. Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now, stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming up next.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837.
And welcome back here to Preston Gym. As tonight the Preston Indians come up short against the Star Valley Braves as Star Valley flexes their muscles a little bit in the second half and go on to win to a 42-30 victory tonight over the Indians. Preston has lost two straight. They're 2-2 in their last four games overall, John.
Yeah, but you know, this was a pretty good team. I thought it was pretty evenly matched. We just didn't kind of get over some of our shots underneath. You know, we still missing a few shots, but we'll get better. These are all young kids. We only have one senior that plays, and she does a great job.
Yeah, it's exactly. So for the Indians, I mean, I think a lot of their inexperience kind of showed a little bit in the second half, as not only was Star Valley continued to get good shots inside, Preston just kind of they weren't really able to get the ball inside like they were in the first half to try to pick up those short shots.
Well, in the first half we kept it pretty close, and so we stayed pretty much with them. And in the second half, as they built, I think it was a 12-point lead. Was that the furthest they got? But they had a 12-point lead, and so we started to panic. We started to get some urgency on us. But we were throwing the ball away and not holding on to the rebounds, not getting the rebounds, and so our urgency kind of backfired on us.
So our eye-popping play of the game tonight for the game brought to you by I Care For You. I was going to kind of go against the grain here and give it to the team that lost, the Preston Indians. Ellie Nelson had 8 points coming back from the back problem. She's just back into her second or third game back, still only playing little short 2-minute spurts, but she played very strong down low and able to pick up important baskets.
And that's the thing, when you see Ellie down underneath and she gets the ball, her timing back up to the basket is tremendous. She grabs it, gets it up, and banks it off the window. Some of them, when they get a rebound, they try to push it back up over, and it goes over the rim rather than using the glass as their friend.
So this is the Ralph's Construction post-game show. Building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1831. We'll check the numbers when we come back on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Let's take a look at the final numbers as our stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, at 208-852-2364. For the Star Valley Lady Braves and winning it tonight and picking up a win, they go to 5-7 on the years. Kinley Englehart led them in scoring. She had 11 points. Sheridan Coles finished with 7, 2 points for Austin Bagley, 2 for Bailey Erickson as well, 2 points for Katie Dandridge. Emma Dana finished with 9 and 9 points for Michaela Christensen to round out the scoring for the Braves. For Preston, Macy Knapp had 2. Dottie Keller finished with 5 points tonight, 2 points for Ella Marlowe, 3 for Addie Romney. Brinley Harris had 8, also 8 in the game for Ellie Nelson, and 3 make it for, for Brinley Galloway for the Indians as they've come up short tonight against Star Valley, losing 42-30. Take a last time out. We'll come back, get a final thought from John before we say goodnight as we continue right after this timeout.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
All right, before we say goodnight and get out of here, John, let's get a final thought from you.
You know, I'm really excited. Even for this year's team, we're doing a lot better than we did last year. We're growing. We're getting more experience. The girls are starting to play better together. They're doing a good job. We didn't expect them to take state this year, but next year I think we're going to have some pretty good players.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens down the road. Speaking of down the road, for the Lady Indians, their next game comes up on Thursday night when the Burley Lady Bobcats will be here. Our next broadcast overall on the network is tomorrow night when the boys head to Idaho Falls, and they'll take on the two-time defending state champion Hillcrest Knights. It's meeting number 2 of the year between the two teams, who ranked number 1 in the coaches and media polls, according to the folks at idahosports.com. So the Polar Bear pregame show tomorrow night and for Thursday night as well for the Indians once again goes back to its regular time of 7 p.m. with the tip-off slated both nights for 7:30 as well. That'll wrap up our coverage for tonight. The executive producer of KCH Radio Sports is Val Cook. The associate producer is Cody Olson. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. We remind you the final score before we go as Star Valley beats the Indians 42-30 the final. Until next time, for John Slaughter, I'm Dan Hubbard, wishing you a good night and saying thanks for listening on the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the MyLocalRadioSports.com and on the My Local Radio Sports Network. From here at Preston Gym, we wish you all a very pleasant good night. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.